Hello world, and on today's episode of Nerdy Noise, we will be discussing how a hedgehog has beaten a barbarian. And in a time where modern media is okay with two World War II vets fighting with a raccoon and a talking tree, in the future, let's talk about how a hedgehog has beaten a barbarian in real life, which is sort of cool, right? Well, don't answer that, class. But anyways, we will be going to 1970 when Marvel Comics, the people behind the Avengers who I referenced in the example, started publishing Conan the Barbarian as a comic book issue series on a monthly basis, and that went all the way up until 1993 for 23 years. Now, what I'm about to say is up for debate, but Conan the Barbarian can be considered the longest running franchise based comic book and franchise character based comic book. Now, I've talked about 4-color comics and other stuff, but it was all up in the air. Reuse of reprint material. Sometimes there would be multiple stories behind it. Sometimes a full title feature behind the the title of the cover, or sometimes it would be 2 to 3 characters in a 8 to 6 page story. But Conan was all about Conan the Barbarian. And sorry, I have one of my cats came through to say hello. Wonder if she'll jump up here. But with it ending and having a total of 275 comics, we will now be talking about Archie Comics. The people behind Archie, Sabrina, and Sonic the Hedgehog, the comic series, not the video game series, because we all know Sega is the one behind that. But Sonic had a comic book that debuted in 1993, and it ended in 2016 with a total of 290 issues. So yeah, with that, we already know that Sonic did not just tie up with Conan, but it beat the record and kept on going. Well, we should say running past. But anyways, in 2008, the Guinness World Record gave Sonic the world's record for the longest running comic book series based off of a video game, which is sort of cool in my mind because Sonic and running. But before we beat out of that, another cool thing I found out was, well, not really cool, but they got sued, and I'm going to dig deep into that and see if it's interesting enough to bring up in a video. But this is actually more for a test for the green screen. Hello. So, thank you for watching, and keep nerding out.